Hi, my name is Jivan. I run a YouTube channel called The Seller Show, and I usually do comedy and short films. I met Siasat last year during my Google Hangout event. We had a collaboration event where they met some of the YouTubers and we met some of the NGOs, and we had to come up with a collaboration union on them. So that's where I met Siasat and what they were doing. I think generally youth nowadays are easily influenced by Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. They're easily triggered more than people last time. So I feel like they're the most, fickle-minded, where you can just change their mind with a single tweet.
I think that filmmakers could actually make a change in what they call it, countering violence and extremism, in a way that because we usually do more of the comedy stuff, entertaining stuff, so that it speaks straight to the youth rather than how traditional media is used for maybe an older generation and things like that. So that gives a little better input and a little better is a little better way for the youths to see and to understand what is actually going on and what are the things that they need to know.
I started working with Siasat because of Vikawal. So when the first project of Vikawal with Siasat was this music video called I Was a Terrorist. And then we went further and we did a project called the Teh Tarik series, where we had like people like Alifs, a lot of writers, a lot of PhD students, and it was a very interesting show that we did then. So that's how I knew of Siasat, and that's the kind of works I've been doing at Siasat. So I think what I would expect from this workshop is less of the technical aspects of it, more so on the content of it. Like, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. You can have the greatest technical skills or whatever not, right? But at the end of the day, if your message doesn't get communicated, then there's no point of it. So I think the very important thing here is the fact that we are working in Siasat, the fact that Siasat is having this workshop. I'm sure there's a bigger cause at this, and we would like that cause to be communicated through this.
Definitely, I think everything starts with young people. The problem with Malaysia, at least I feel, in terms of this topic, this extremism topic, young people do not talk so much about it, which is why I feel like Siasat is doing all this initiative to get young people to talk about this topic. What Siasat has been doing for the past few months that I know of, they've been organizing events, fun events, to gather young people to attend the events. Like few months, last month I guess, they had like this whole concert kind of event where they had like Amandra, Alifs. You know, these kind of people would attract youngsters to come for the event, and at the same time they educate and talk about very subtle kind of, you know, extremism topic where they educate youngsters, which is very important compared to the old conventional way where you go to schools and like just talk and presentation. It does not work that way. This way I think is way more effective, so which is what Siasat has been doing for the past few months, at least that I know of. The core of the content is mainly a very heavy social issue, but I surround it with comedy to make the whole thing lighter, so it's easier for people to get the whole message. And I always feel filmmaking is a very important element in getting like the messages out there, especially on YouTube and social media.
Like this workshop, for example, is very specific, where the participants are taught to create content that goes totally against violent extremism, fighting violent extremism, right? I think the best hope that we can hope for, the best objective that we want, right, is to actually just ingrain it in the participants' heads, or anybody who comes to these activities, ingrain it in their heads that we don't want to be violent. We need to be understanding of each other and all that. And no matter what these participants later on go ahead to do, right, they will have that in their minds, the back of their minds already, and everything they do will be influenced by that. And if these participants will start spreading throughout the country or throughout the region or the world and do whatever they do, that objective behind their head will drive everything, will influence everything. That subconscious spread of countering violent extremism and multiculturalism and understanding and all that will spread like a virus, and that's a good virus that you want to spread. So I think that's the main objective.